You made the dog do what? I think y'all should go see a therapist together. You are the worst kind of person ever. What did the dog do to you? Oh my goodness, this is literally harassment. This is why I work at home and I refuse to work a 9 to 5 because I'm scared of people. I am afraid of people. Good morning everyone, or good evening, or good night, or whatever time you're watching this video. Welcome back to reading my subscribers' deepest, darkest secrets, part 2. The last one was wild. I hope you guys enjoyed that video. If you haven't watched that video, y'all better go watch it. I will link it in the description box below. I have done a whole series on reading my subscribers' deepest, darkest secrets. I will link the playlist in the description box below. Go watch it. You're gonna be traumatized, okay? If I'm going down, I'm taking all of y'all down with me. Let's get into this. I once had with my boyfriend's dad and I made his dog lick my... First, your boyfriend's dad. You made the dog do what? Kutte ne aapka kya bigada hai? I don't understand, like why would you even do that? Hooked up with a stranger and now he's my stepdad and mom doesn't know. Ooh. That puts you, oh my goodness, that leaves you in a very uncomfortable situation. If I were you, I'd probably tell my mom. But then again, if you're coming from a brown family, that'll probably be really difficult. I mean, I don't know. I don't know what's best. I think y'all should go see a therapist together. My cousin gave to my other cousin. What is going on with cousins and cousins? What is so interesting about cousins? Like, I could never imagine doing something with a cousin. Like, that is purely disgusting. That is disgusting. How do y'all manage to do stuff like this? Like, what do y'all see in cousins? Like, a cousin is like a brother to me. Oh my goodness. I just want to know. I did the deed in a movie theater not once but frequently. Like, I like the fact that you try to emphasize on frequently, and you do know, right, that movie theaters have cameras, and this is how you end up on unwanted sites for underage people. Like, why would you even do that? That's so risky. And this is one of the reasons I never go to movie theaters. Like, I rarely ever go because it is crazy what people do in there. Dated 5 boys including my current boyfriend for a year and your parents didn't know. You think your parents not knowing is the scary part here? This is supposed to be the secret? Girl, let's talk about dating 5 guys at the same time. Like, I mean, if they're providing you, if they're giving you money and stuff, like, I get it. But like, what? How do you manage 5? I can't even manage 1. Like, I have a headache, like constant headaches dealing with 1. How the hell do you deal with 5? I did the deed with my teacher, like, seriously. By the way, love your high value content era. I appreciate the fact that you're watching my high value content, but since you're doing it with your teacher, I really hope that you are at least getting good grades in school, like at your exams and stuff like that. I had my first when I was maybe 7 or 8 with someone who was younger than me. You were 7 or 8 and you did the deed with someone who was younger than you, probably like 5 or 6. At 7 years old or 8 years old, how do you even know how to do it? When I was 7 or 8, I had no idea what those things were. I didn't know until I was like, what, 16, 18? I didn't know anything. I didn't even know that women had 3 holes and not 2. I was so confused. At 7 years old, how do you manage to do things like this? I don't get it. Like, where were your parents? And the 5 or 6 year old guy that you did it with, he was 5 or 6. How? What? Isn't he still drinking milk out of a bottle? Isn't he still potty training? I had a one night stand with my boyfriend's brother who was married, and I was 15 at the time. So did you know he was married before you hooked up with him or after you hooked up with him? Because I'm not going to judge you for hooking up at 15, because you do you, it's your life. But like, if you knew that he was a married man and you were in a relationship with your boyfriend at the time, you are the worst kind of person ever. I ate my dog's nose dirt. I'm 21, had an abortion kit on January 2023, and now March, I'm pregnant again, and I'm a student. Okay. I feel really bad, the fact that you have to keep doing this, but have you ever heard of contraceptives, like protection, so you don't get yourself in such situations? Because this is really unhealthy for your health, for your mental health, and for your physical health. And if you're a religious person, it's also a sin, and you're damaging your body for what? Please take care of your bodies, and this is a really like serious topic. Like, please, for heaven's sake, don't keep doing this to your body. And January 2023 and March, it's like not far away from each other. your body is still healing. Your body needs 6 months to heal after your first time. Like, girl, you need to be more careful. Once I got angry and dropped hand wash in toothpaste so she can taste it. I'm assuming she's talking about her sister, but I was the first one to taste it. Now, this is what I call instant karma. Instant karma. But then again, I understand if you were pissed and you were siblings, I would have probably done that to my brother as well. I slept with my ex-boyfriend from 6 years ago, though we already knew we will not end up together, and he is married. Girl, if you're following me on Instagram, you're probably watching all of my high value women content, aren't you? What part of this is okay? He was married and you know that you're not gonna end up nowhere with him. Why would you do that to yourself? And why would you do that to another woman? Why would you want to be another woman? Have some self-love for yourself and some self-respect for yourself to never be someone's second choice. You know, I would never be someone's second. The only time I was second when I became my mama's second child, but I still behave like her first child. I had a crush on my neighbor for the longest time. I went to study at his place and we did the deed. Honey, after reading all of these cousins, dogs, and stuff like that, I'm proud of you for doing it with your neighbor and not your cousin. I mean, you do you, have fun, please use protection, and don't do it with your cousin. The guy who made me abort his baby left me after I got physical health back. Now I'm catfishing him. Girl, rob him, make his life miserable, do everything you can to make his life miserable. If he forced you, if he made you, but if it was a decision that you both made together, I mean, you do you. I support women's rights, but I also support women's wrongs because I'm a girl's girl, I'm a woman's girl, but then if you're doing something really, really wrong, I'm not gonna support you. I dated a guy and he kissed my sister, so now I'm dating his best friend and he has no idea. Serve. Bellissimo, proud of you. Take that revenge, get it. I'm proud of you. And if your sister knew that he was your boyfriend, get revenge. Get your revenge and sleep good at night. I once had with my cousin accidentally when I was too small and it triggers me a lot. How the hell do you do the deed on accident? I just want to know, how do you do it on accident? I mean, as I'm understanding, it's probably because you were too young, but I really hope that you will be able to get over it and you'll be able to see through it and forgive yourself for it so that you won't get these triggers, because these kind of things could be really traumatizing and it could really affect your life emotionally and mentally. So I really hope that you do some healing and you get over it. I did the deed with my sugar daddy who's twice my age, but now I'm in love with him, but he doesn't. Those kind of things often happen. A lot of people fall in love with their sugar daddies. At least you got some sugar out of it, and he did as well. The key over here is to not get attached, but it's already too late for you. And if he doesn't want you, girl, say bye-bye. You don't need to be with anyone, or you don't have to force anyone to love you. So just keep getting the sugar and move on. Find someone better. Have a fling with my gym trainer. He is married, by the way. What is with y'all and married people? Like, do y'all have no respect for married people at all? Like do y'all not have any sort of respect for married people? I smoke in my house when everyone is asleep, Indian, and I'm a teenager. See, whenever I read things like this, I'm like, oh, well, you know, for Americans it's normal, but then I read brown and I'm like, oh, I get it. That is why it's the deepest, darkest secret. I tried to cook something with my mom's precious frying pan and it went wrong, so I threw it far away. You did the right thing. You made the right decision. Girl, do not confess to this until you're married and you have kids. Do not do it. I highly recommend you to keep it a secret until she's on her deathbed. I desperately wanted to try kissing. I kissed my dog. French. It barked 2 seconds. Girl, what the hell did the dog do to you? I just want to know, what did the dog, why would you even do that? What did the dog do to you? My sis drank my brother's piss. And she's still living with your brother? She's not checked into a mental hospital? I steal my father's beer and drink it. Sometimes I mix water to avoid the consequences. At least you're being responsible. I'm very proud of you for doing that. I cannot stop your wrongdoings, but as long as you're like responsible, I'm very proud of you. Okay, basically I watched my first ever in life when I was in class 2 and did it with a pillow. How the hell do you do it with a pillow? And how do you even know what these adult things when you're in your second year of school? Like when I was in my 2nd grade, I was like, what, coloring, watching SpongeBob? My brother kissed me when I was a child because he wanted to know how kissing a person felt. He couldn't wait until he was like 16 and find a girl for himself, but he did it with you. Oh my goodness, this is literally harassment. I will stick my sticky liquid from my nose on anyone who scolds me in a workplace. That is disgusting, but I get it. I understand. I really do. This is why I work at home and I refuse to work a 9 to 5 because I'm scared of people. I am afraid of people. I have a boyfriend, but with boys on Omegle. That is still considered cheating if you're not aware of it. And you have a boyfriend, why not just do it with your boyfriend? But then again, I don't know. I don't support cheaters. I have a tattoo on my chest and I have been hiding it from my family since 5 years. How do you manage to hide a tattoo for 5 years? Like, I have so many tattoos and not one tattoo have I been able to hide from my family more than a month. Okay, like my mom knows me so well that she will figure it out. Like, she could smell it. I could get a tattoo today and then she would be asleep and she would wake up from her sleep and she will smell it, she will feel it, she will feel, whenever I do something wrong, she will just feel it and immediately she will be like, did you do this? And I'm like, yes, mommy. Anyways, that is it for this video. I really hope that you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure you give this video a thumbs up. And to all of my innocent viewers, I know y'all are as traumatized as I am. I hope you guys enjoyed this, and let me know in the comment section down below what other videos you guys would love for me to film. I would love to make them. And that is it for this video, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye bye.